Hello, confident people, and today we are here looking at some new information on the Remaster for Monsters of Etheria. So Uglypoe has posted a frequently asked questions post. We're just gonna go down the list because this covers a lot of information and a lot of the questions you guys have, and I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts on it, and also a bunch of information on future updates and other leaks and stuff. So the map will be released sometime between March 20th, which is already passed, and the first week of April. So yeah, we could see it this week, we could see it next week, or we could see it next week. So pretty soon, that's good. So yeah, the map was built back in 2015, which was 5 years ago, and a lot of things have changed since then, and the map is really outdated. Like, I keep seeing people complaining that, oh my god, I love the old map. It's the last thing we have of PFE. Guys, you need to chill, okay? We need a new map. The one we have right now sucks. It's so outdated and low quality. And, right here it's gonna be roughly 5 times the size of the old map, which is huge. They're also gonna be increasing the player count to as much as 50. So that could be pretty cool. Or 50%. So yeah, that should be really fun. Okay, and then they're also going to be posting a, like a showcase, I guess, with the old map. You won't be able to play the game on it, but you can just look at it in case you're feeling nostalgic. Okay, and then this is a big thing that I did not know about in the last video. All of your normal skins for your Etherians, you're going to lose all of those. So basically, that means that you're gonna have to re-unlock them, but once you unlock them, you'll keep all your skins, your levels, your prestiges, your items, all that stuff, all your titles, yeah. Also, just to clarify, normal skins aren't actually skins, they're just the monsters themselves and how you're able to transform into them. So it's just the normal skins, and this is because they're changing all the requirements for unlocking them, and so it gives us an opportunity to see the new requirements, which I think is super cool, and I'm glad they're doing this, because I do want an opportunity to play with these new requirements, because from what I've heard, they're going to be a lot better. Like, the old requirements were really bad, let's be honest. They were super boring, and not very creative whatsoever, and they're really fast to do, so I don't know if they're going to make them more difficult. That's something I would like to see, like really difficult monsters to unlock, because all of them are pretty easy except the legendaries, unless you have a VIP server. So if you have a VIP server for the legendaries, they're really easy to get. So yeah, I want some difficulty in Etheria. So hopefully we see that. If not, in a future update, I would like to see. But that's not something that's confirmed. That's just something I would like to see. Another thing they're changing is like for level requirements. Those ones, none of those, okay? Which is great, because I don't think anyone liked those. They were super annoying, and took up a lot of time to do. So yeah, they're revamping almost all of the requirements, which is awesome. For the compensation, you're gonna get prestige vouchers for each of the Etherians that you have, which I think is really good compensation. Is actually pretty overpowered, because normally for prestiges you'd have to get, you know, your Etherian to level 100, but now you just get like, what, 63 for free pretty much, because unlocking monsters is pretty easy for most of them. Also, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video, because I'm going to be unlocking all the Etherians that I have yet to unlock, so I can get those prestige vouchers. So yeah, they won't be max vouchers, they will be prestige vouchers. So they'll just give you a prestige. They won't put you to level 100. Okay, elusive. This is also pretty important. They're going to completely scrap elusives, and you will get them by buying it for prestige tokens, either 5 or 10 as it says here. I think this is great because a lot of the elusives were not very accessible to the public whatsoever. Like, I wanted more of them to be like Parky's elusive obbies, where anyone could go on and do it. Problem with that is, it was pretty easy to get on Parky's elusive obbies. I mean, sure, the obbies were difficult, but like, if you had a lot of people doing that, you have thousands of people with that elusive, and it's not as special to have otherwise. So yeah, I hope they have something similar to elusives in the future, but it's more accessible to people, that just anyone who plays Etheria, not people that are really involved in the community. Because yeah, like I said before, I really hope they have something challenging in Etheria, and I want more content in it to play, because right now I've pretty much beat Etheria. Like, I've prestiged every single Etherian to prestige 10. Like, there's nothing else I can do unless I want to get the max prestige on everything, and there's no motivation to do that. There's no reason to do that. So for the compensation on elusives, you will get bronze skins, which I'm super happy about, because, you know, you get some compensation, but you will be able to get these bronze skins in the future, so you won't miss out on having them, which I'm happy about, because I don't really have that much elusives. I definitely would have liked to have more. Okay, crates. This is a big one. So, because of, like, new laws coming out in certain countries, crates, they're gonna have to change that, because loot boxes are now illegal, because they're taking a lot of people's money away, because it's random on what you're gonna get, and they're addictive and stuff like that. Basically, they're changing every single crate into a self crate, and you can't get duplicates. But, as I'll show you in a second, Poe did say that as you buy more of them, they get more expensive. And you can only open a certain amount a day, which I thought was interesting. Yeah, more on that in a second. So yeah, all you need to get is 11 regular crates to get a rainbow, which is pretty overpowered. And then just 5 to get your celestial. And then self crates, they don't know what to do with that yet. Yeah, they keep updating the frequently asked question board. So I'll link it in the description for you to check out. I highly recommend you do so, because they probably will update it after I post this video. Also, speaking of crates, I posted a poll in my community tab, which I'll link in the description, talking about, hey, should I still make videos on loot boxes and crates? Let me know. Make sure you guys vote. So if we go on the update Discord, here he is saying that this will be the last update until the map update, the one with the polar bears, which we just had a little bit ago. And another thing they're doing is they're changing all the dex orders, which is pretty interesting. I wonder if, like, when they keep adding more Etherians, if they add them, like, in between each other instead just on the top like they did before, if that makes any sense. Magu is now going to be spawning in the Torn dimension, which is pretty cool. And then he says some new voucher, and I'm considering giving compensation for the normal skins you lose. And this is interesting because this is before he added prestige vouchers, I think, because he's talking about, he's still debating if he should do compensations for those. So I wonder if there's gonna be a voucher on top of that. And then there's a question mark here, which I don't know what that is, because he said he's not adding any more Etherians unless he's lying. I don't know what that would be. Is there something we already have that is going to be question mark? Because I don't think so. And this also shows that the legendaries will be at the bottom of the decks. So it makes a lot more sense. Kind of like Pokemon. We have the more important ones at the bottom and stuff. Legendaries will tell you where they spawn now. That's good, I guess. I don't really care that much about that. I kind of liked not knowing where they spawn. You have to go looking for them, but I guess that's fair. It can be frustrating for newer players to know where each legendary spawns, so I think that's a good thing. Okay, and then here he says that the Torn dimension is locked by default. So I think that's super interesting that we could have areas that you need to do certain things to unlock them. And the entire map's just not open right away. So, like, the map expands as you progress through the game. I don't know if they're doing that. I know they are doing that with the Torn dimension, as it says here. But if they do that with more areas, that could be awesome. And then they're also gonna have portals in the lobby. But you can still use the buttons, but this is just an alternative, which is kind of cool. It's not really an effective way to get into the game, but it's just cool to have. So yeah, that's what he said there about that. Okay, and then I think this means that they are doing a replacement for elusives. Not entirely sure about that. So it says all contributors are allowed one base skin they can give out. Doesn't have to be a recolor anymore. And then we see some right here. So I think this is the replacement for elusives. Not entirely sure. I think that's the only thing that really makes sense with this. And each contributor only gets one base skin. So you don't have elusives for every single monster, which was a bit much. It's like how it used to be in PFE. And then here they are right here if you want to take a good look at them. And then here he says, save your crates, maybe. A loot box change will be packed with the map, which we already discussed. But he says here that, yes, crates will be more expensive, though they will rise in price as you finish getting the skins from them. So this means that you need to buy crates right now if you want to save a lot of money, because you should buy them when they're still cheap and then open them after the update comes out. You'll save a lot of money doing that, so I highly suggest that you do that. Yeah, so theoretically, you could just buy a ton right now and have every single rainbow in the game. Not saying that you should do that, because that's a lot of money, but... So yeah, if you want to buy crates before the update to get rainbows or celestials, for rainbows you need 11 of the normal crates for each Etherean and 5 for celestial. And then here it says the percentage is down here, and you have 0 out of 0 opens left for today. Counter resets and blah blah blah. So that means you can only open a certain amount of crates per day, which is very interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. I think that they have to do that to go along with the law that I discussed earlier. And then this is something very interesting. This feature is not available in your region. What does this mean? There's multiple regions now? So yeah, whenever you went into a certain area, you know how it had the little transition whenever we were testing the map earlier? It had Alcaz or something under the area. And then on top of this saying this feature is not available in your region, that suggests that there's going to be multiple regions. Now this could just be for the Torn and Water dimension, or any other dimensions they're adding, or there's going to be multiple regions in the map. I mean, he did say that the map is going to be 5 times larger, so that would make sense if it would be split up in multiple regions and maybe even have to unlock them like you had to with the Torn dimension. Again, I'm just speculating. I don't know any of this, but you know, it's fun to speculate. Okay, and then here he leaks one of the requirements. So for Tadpole, you need to win the cup game, which is very interesting. That could be super fun. I don't know what the cup game is. Oh, actually, is the cup game the thing where, like, you put the object under the cup and then it spins around and you see what the object, which cup had the object? Is it that? Is that what it's talking about? I don't know. That's actually really cool. I hope all of them are like that. I mean, I'm assuming all of them are like that. And then for Oincoin, you can either unlock it for 500 coins or having Roblox Premium, which is new. Not really a big deal because 500 coins isn't that hard to get. So it's still accessible to people that don't have Roblox Premium. And then right here, it has a little notification for whenever you unlock every single Etherean. So you know when you unlock them instead of just certain ones. It does it for all of them now, which I'm super happy to see. Because it's kind of annoying, like, oh, did I unlock it or not? Did I do things correctly? There's some updated versions of the skins, and I think that is everything for this section. And they also posted a tweet that asked for questions and stuff, so there's a couple interesting ones in here. First one is, will Mo collab with Lumion Legacy? I see people asking this a lot, and he says here, if they express any interest, they're certainly down for it. Now, I don't really see Lumion Legacy wanting to collab with Etheria, but it is possible. Here he says the Torn dimension will be completely revamped. It looks nothing like the old version. We will probably have mini games at some point. So that's really cool, because I did suggest, hey, maybe we could get some mini games with the pizza shop that's at Spawn for some reason. So maybe they will add mini games, or that's just for something down the line with like tournaments and stuff. And they have a legendary plan for the first 150 Ethereans. So whenever we get to Etherean 150, we're gonna see a new legendary. Super cool. I think we're like 20 Ethereans away from 150, something like that. What about synchronizing animations with walk speed? That's something that always bothers me. This is something I've experimented with. We might add it in the future, but not with the release of the map update. That's pretty cool, because yes, that is annoying. Like, Umbrous' animation is super slow, but its walking speed is really fast. When will the tournament mode be done? No idea. So we probably won't be seeing that for a while, but they're working on it, sort of. And right now, they will not be adding any more Ethereans to the new update. They may add new titles and items, but not Etherians as of right now. There won't be any new badges. There won't be the same Easter eggs. So yeah, here he says there may be some new items and titles, as I said a second ago. So then this guy asked about the legendary spawning system, and then Poe says it's going to be about the same, but there could be some minor changes, which should be interesting. It might be with like Magu, as he said earlier, they need to unlock some certain areas. Maybe that's what he's talking about there. I don't know. Does that mean you might release the map on a weekday? It's possible, yes. Right now we are planning to keep the trees as smooth plastic, and rather than foil water, we are swapping to terrain water, so you'll actually be able to swim around. Now this is super cool, but the thing that I'm curious about is how are they going to do swimming animations, because on Roblox, for the terrain water, swimming is a whole separate animation, and I doubt that they spent the time to make swimming animations for every single Etherian. So I don't know what they're going to do for that. We plan to continue revamping the attack system after the new map is released. So I think that's another one of their priorities, is to revamp the attack system, which I think is something that's necessary because the attack system right now is kind of bland and boring, but that's something we'll just have to wait and see for the future, because they probably haven't done much development on crazy future updates. There will be a code when the new map comes out. So yeah, I believe that is everything. If there's anything else, I will edit it in. But yeah, I'm super glad Poe decided to add these last minute changes, because things with the elusives and the monster requirements, those are definitely things that I've noticed and did not really like. So I'm glad that he's noticing things and changing them. I think that's really awesome. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment, because I think I'm kind of familiar with this update by now, so I'll try and answer your question as best as I can. But yeah, we should expect to see this update really soon, so make sure to smash that like button if you're excited. I already made that joke in my last video. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Goodbye. Alright, so let's see what we need to do to unlock the rest of the Etherians so I can get those prestige vouchers. I forgot the name of them for a second. Okay. Sometimes found in sand dunes. Just going to Tarabi. I don't know. No, let's go into Munstorm. One of my... It's been so long since I played Etheria. So I think this is going to be our last video on the old map. So take a good look at it, I guess. There's one. Please give it to me. No. Actually, I think for one of the things I need to punch a cactus, so... There we go. Oh, there's one, please. Yay! We got it. Okay. That took like 6 minutes of just running in circles. Okay, this one is pretty complicated. Find, clean, and revive a horn fossil. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you need to use water gun. Is it water gun or can be any water type? I don't know. Just use water gun, I guess. So, who's a fast water type? And then after that, we need to use heal pulse. So, the fossil is up here on the mountain. So yeah, it's right here. Use water gun. Did we do that? I don't know. I'm gonna hit it again. I think we got it. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you guys so in depth. It's gonna be outdated in like a week with the new map update, but whatever. If you guys want to get the prestige vouchers, then might want to work on getting those Etherians. So we need heal pulse. Okay, is this gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Alright, who do we have next? This guy. Great. Okay, I'll do that guy off camera. And use roar and ice cave. Alright, who knows roar? Chamber. Okay. So which cave does it want? Does it want this one or that one? I'm going to try this one first. Did that give me it? No. Oh, it did! Yay! Alright, so that is all of them, except this guy, who I'm going to get off camera because it requires leveling, which is stupid. So good thing they're removing them. Yay! So yeah, remember to buy those crates if you want to get those rainbows and celestials, and vote on the poll in the description. But anyways, goodbye.